Dealing with bullying from a caring perspective. Bully. To frighten, hurt, or threaten a smaller or weaker person. To act like a bully towards someone. To cause someone to do something by making threats or insults or by using force.
I'd send the pain below. I'd send the pain below. Much like suffocating. Much like suffocating. Much like suffocating. I'd send the pain below. Much like suffocating. I'd send the pain below.
Most people associate bullying with kids or teens. Adults experience their fair share of bullying. It's just not discussed nearly as much as kids bullying. The statistics on bullying in the workplace are quite shocking. According to a study done by the Workplace Bullying Institute, 72% of adult Americans are aware of bullying in the workplace, 20% have been bullied, and 7% are currently being bullied. Nurses are in the business of caring. The nursing profession is generally well respected and thought highly of. So do nurses get bullied? Absolutely. Bullying is quite prevalent in the nursing profession. Lateral violence refers to acts between colleagues, and bullying is often described as acts perpetrated by one in a higher level of authority. This behavior may involve covert or overt acts of verbal and nonverbal aggression. These types of behavior have been reported to result in enough psychological distress to nurses to cause them to leave the profession.
No, you don't know what it's like when nothing feels alright. You don't know what it's like to be like me, to be hurt, to feel lost, to be left out in the dark, to be kicked when you're down, to feel like you've been pushed around, to be on the edge, to break you down, and no one's there to save you. No, you don't know what it's like. Welcome to my life.
It is believed that nurses have been historically subjected to verbal abuse by colleagues, something previously considered to be done primarily by doctors. The effects and consequences of verbal abuse can be devastating and long-lasting. Research that has focused on its consequences has found that it is both physiologically and psychologically damaging. Nurses have reported that abuse happens most often by fellow nurses, closely followed by doctors. Of the abuse by fellow nurses, staff nurses are reported to be the most frequent source of the abuse. Nurse bullying can happen in many circumstances. The following list displays a few: nurse-to-nurse bullying, staff nurse-to-nurse bullying, physician-to-nurse bullying, patient-to-nurse bullying, and also family-to-nurse bullying.
Hi, student nurse. I'm going to need you to change her dressings, give her her pain meds, and check her blood pressure. Get back to me when you're done with that.
Okay. I'll be right back. Excuse me, Erica?
Yeah?
I need help. It's just too much for me. There's 3 tasks and I just don't know. I'm having a hard time doing it.
You're a student nurse. You need to go figure that stuff out. I'm busy right now. I can't help you.
But you're on your phone. Is there any way that you could please help me?
I'm in the middle of a game and I'm really close to the end. I need to finish this. You're going to have to figure it out yourself.
Okay.
Hi, Alyssa.
Hi.
How's your day going so far?
Good. How's yours?
Great.
Good.
All right. I'm going to need you to go ahead and change her dressings,
Okay.
give her her pain meds, and then check her blood pressure. If you
Okay.
have any questions, come get me and let me know, okay?
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Excuse me, Erica?
Yeah.
I'm at having a little trouble with all three of them. Could you come and help me really quick?
Sure, let me just finish my notes and I'll be right in, okay?
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
What was he thinking?
I have no idea. You'd think we pay him enough.
I know, right? He's already been in trouble for it before. I think he would have learned.
Excuse me, guys. Sorry to interrupt, but I need some help turning a patient. Do you think you guys can help out?
Can't you see with the middle something right here?
You're a male. Can you do it yourself?
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Did you hear about Daryl Washington?
Yeah, I can't believe it.
What was he thinking?
You'd think we pay him enough.
I know, and he's already been through it once before. You think he would have learned?
Excuse me, guys. Hey, I need some help turning a patient. Do you think you guys could help out?
Sure, we'll be right in.
Yeah, no
Cool.
problem.
Thank you.
That was a rough shift, huh?
It was horrible. There was way too many patients.
I need a drink.
Me too.
Want to go out tonight?
Sure.
Where do you want to go?
How about those?
6:30?
Sounds good.
Man, what a day. I'm about to get out of here. You guys want to get a drink or something tonight?
I'm tired.
Me too. It's a long day. I'm just gonna go home and relax.
Okay. Maybe another time.
Recognizing bullying in the healthcare profession is very important to understand for future nursing professionals. Bullying can occur in a variety of situations and can be between those of equal rank, otherwise known as horizontal bullying, or those who have power or rank differences. Bullying acts continue over a period of time and are frequently insidious. Bullying personality is a notable personality disorder that can be considered cruel and dangerous to oneself or others. Bullies are aware of the damage they are doing. Even higher positions in healthcare facilities will advocate bullying as a method of getting daily tasks completed in a timely fashion. Some people believe bullies to be weak, but they are usually very articulate and extremely aware of what they are doing to others. Townsend states that roughly 60% of new RNs quit their first job within 6 months of being bullied, and 1 in 3 new graduate nurses considers quitting nursing altogether because of abusive or humiliating encounters. Strong examples of bullying include rare but occasional physical violence, nursing cliques that create rumors or gossip, sexual harassment, ridicule in front of a fellow employee, making excessive or impossible demands, and blocking the opportunity for promotion or training. Excessive bullying can lead to hostile work environments, post-traumatic stress disorder, recurring nightmares, irritability, redirecting energy or focus away from a job, and the most dangerous is errors in patient safety or satisfaction.
The effectiveness of patient care depends on the ability of nursing staff to communicate successfully and work together as a team. In a hostile environment, nurses will be less motivated to work, hindering their ability to perform at their absolute best since their minds will be preoccupied. The bullied nurse will want to spend as little time as possible in this environment, causing a lack of commitment to their patients and only completing the bare minimum patient care in order to get out of there as quickly as possible. Continued bullying will result in a decrease in available staff, placing a heavier workload on the other nurses. Now, this directly correlates with patient safety, as nurses will be too rushed to take their time with their patients. The traumatic, psychological, and physiological effects bullying has on the bullied nurse are significant. But perhaps the most alarming factor is the impact on patient safety and the quality of patient care. A clear relationship exists between nurses' self-esteem and the delivery of patient care. Nurses with healthy self-esteem are likely to deliver therapeutic patient care, while those with low self-esteem are less likely to do so. If a nurse's mind is elsewhere when entering a patient's room to provide care, they may miss important details in their assessment. Workplace bullying negatively affects bullied nurses' productivity by affecting cognitive demands and ability to handle or manage their workload. The bullied nurse may feel as if they can't turn to their peers for support, increasing the amount of stress and opportunity for professional error. In a study by the Institute for Safe Medical Practices, survey respondents indicated a widespread impact of negative workplace behaviors on medication errors. Nearly half of the participants claimed that intimidating behaviors impacted the way they administered medications in an unsafe manner. Check out this case I found pretty interesting. A perfusionist is the person who maintains the circulation of oxygenated blood in your body while you're under the knife. Now imagine if you had a family member or a friend that went in for surgery completely fine and came out with a traumatic brain injury, all because the perfusionist was bullied during the procedure, lost his focus, which ultimately restricted the amount of oxygenated blood supplied to that person's brain. Now this is one of the last things that comes across the mind when you think about complications in surgery, but these types of situations are more common than you might think.
How to deal with bullying. Stand up for yourself. Standing your ground shows the bully you will not allow being pushed around. Become aware of workplace policies against bullying. The American Nursing Association upholds that all nursing personnel have the right to work in healthy work environments free of abusive behavior such as bullying, hostility, lateral abuse and violence, sexual harassment, intimidation, abuse of authority and position, and reprisal for speaking out against abuses. Document all occurrences with the bully. Keep a record of times, dates, and witnesses for evidence purposes. Observe if any coworkers are also being victimized. If they are, ask them to also keep detailed records. This can help build a case against the bully. Bring evidence to your supervisor. Explain what has been going on, bring all evidence, and file a formal complaint. Change jobs. Unfortunately, this might be the best decision if the bully has support from higher ups or is well liked. Remove yourself from the toxic environment and seek out other job opportunities. Some healthy ways to recover from bullying include participating in fun activities. For example, dancing, socializing, going to the movies, or reading are good ways to de-stress. Talk to a doctor or psychiatrist. Being bullied is a traumatic event which may be better handled with the help of a professional. Do not blame yourself. Many times, victims of bullying think they are at fault or have done something wrong.
On a revolution, well, you know, we all want to change the world. You tell me that it's evolution, well, you know, we all want to change the world. But when you talk about destruction, don't you know that you can count me out?